What's up, YouTube? Baseball Card Junkies TV here, Top City 5401.
And Titanic Taters.
And Eric and I were sitting here and we were kind of brainstorming on what we should do a video about. And we decided that we're going to talk about investing versus gambling versus collecting. So there's basically there's three types of collectors. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, on the little conversation we had, there's gamblers or prospectors or pack breakers or whatever you want to call it. You could say gambling would be like box breakers and prospectors. And then you got investors, which are people that are looking to purchase a card and then sell it 5 or 10 years down the road for a significant profit. Mm-hmm. And then you got people like Eric and I that are just plain old collectors. We're not worried about what the cards are worth. We're just looking to have a good time and enjoy the hobby.
So let's start with gamblers.
Gamblers, right? Yes.
Gamblers are going to be your box breakers and your prospectors, generally speaking. The reason why is because they're buying a product, they're buying cards in bulk. Like prospectors especially busting a lot of boxes, a lot of Bowman Chrome, a lot of Topps Update, stuff like that, trying to get those rookies and waiting for them to hit the majors.
Yeah, and the reason why Eric and I like to consider them as gamblers is because you could invest in, let's say, 10 players, 10 prospects. And if you're lucky, one of those prospects will actually pan out to be what they're touted to do.
Yes.
And in the event that 1 in 10 pans out, you'll be lucky if you get your money back. Yes. Because you see people spending $200-300 on these prospect cards on players that have never played ball. Never. They don't have any resume at all.
Never taken a pitch in the majors.
Speculation.
Yep.
Pure speculation.
Yep.
So that's a huge gamble, and I mean, if you're like one of these guys that invests in one ball player and that ball player pans out, kudos to you. But let's face it, guys, that never, ever happens. Yeah. And I suppose for gamblers, it's fun. Absolutely, it's fun. You want to hit that big player, but it's not ever. You're never going to make your money back.
Yeah.
It's not an investment. In my opinion,
definitely not. It's
a gamble.
It's gambling and looking to flip those players quickly for whatever profit that you can get.
Yep, but the problem is the ones that you do flip and get profit for, you're never going to make your money back because there's other 9 players that you invested a bunch of money in that didn't pan out, and now that $300 card is worth $25.
Yeah.
And so whatever you do strike gold on, you're going to lose on the players that just don't pan out. And then also box breaking, especially people that break high-end product, huge gamble. And let's face it, when you get like a case hit, if you get like the Babe Ruth cut auto, you're going to make your money back. You're going to do really well. But if you don't get like that, or it's almost like the product hit. You almost have to get like the one of the top 10 cards within that particular product for that year to really do well. Yeah. And like for example in 2018, the Shohei Ohtani Bowman Chrome, like refractor rookie numbered ones. If you hit one of those, you do real well. But other than that, you're just going to lose your shorts. And the odds of hitting that are really, tough. So it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, like right now, what you're hoping, if you're breaking a box, you're hoping to hit, a low numbered Mike Trout or Juan Soto autograph or something like that.
Yeah, and it depends on the product and the year and what's it. I think 2019 Topps Chrome update. People are probably looking for the Pete Alonso and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or whoever is in. I don't even know who's in the product because I don't pay attention. But those are definite gamble purchases.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. And then there's the investment.
The investment aspect of
that's collecting. A whole different ball game from box breakers and prospectors, in my opinion.
Yep, investment is a targeted, strategical purchasing, right? So if you're an investor, you have a very small group of cards that you're looking for, and they're going to be graded, right?
Yeah.
So
pretty much
you have your
graded.
vintage
is king.
Hall of Fame rookie cards.
Vintage is king for investments, in my opinion.
You can even get low grade because the low grade ones are still going up.
Well, it depends on the supply.
You look at a Willie Mays rookie card.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm a collector. I actually bought a Willie Mays rookie card that's graded. That's not an investment because I didn't spend a lot on it. And I don't think it'll go up in value that much. But if you get let's say like a PSA 4 or higher, that would be like an investment grade.
Yeah.
On a Mays rookie. If you go to like a Hank Aaron rookie, I think you got to go to like a PSA 5 because there's a lot more of those out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mickey Mantle,
52 Mantle, you could probably go as low as like a 3, and that would be an investment grade. But those are like examples of cards that would be.
And in that sense, you're also looking for something that's probably the centering is going to be the most important aspect of it.
I think aesthetically, I think centering can be an eyesore for a lot of collectors, but then you got to remember, this is investment, not collector though. So I don't know that probably centering would be the best like you could get the best centered example within the grade.
Yep.
I mean, I could see that being criteria for maybe a higher value within the same grade. And then also a lot of the 90s inserts are definitely investments nowadays. Yes. You're seeing a lot, but they have to be graded. They can't be raw.
But it's going to be specific things too.
Oh,
it's going to be like the first year product, right? Like
yeah.
Your 93 finest refractors. Those things are skyrocketing.
Or the 98 essential credentials.
What about
Metal
the
Universe Precious Metal Gems.
Also essential credentials?
Yeah, but not the then and now. They just had the credentials and the essential credentials. And 98 is when they came out with the essential credentials then and the essential credentials now.
Like
that are much lower
number 10 or something like
yeah,
that, right?
so that's a whole different product than the 97.
Your select certified mirrors.
Yep, from 96. Those ones are investments. I mean, anybody that saw what that Jeter did, that is a big time investment card now. That card sold for a ton of money, $200 and something thousand.
I think they got to be like PSA 9 or higher for an investment for that year, for those years.
It's got to be at least a PSA 9. Yeah, if you're going to invest in 90s inserts, do not buy BGS. BGS is not. You got to go PSA. I don't know why. I know a lot of people ask why. It's just the collectors prefer PSA, maybe because they're a lot more their grades are more accepted in the hobby. I don't know, but maybe people like the slabs better.
As the authority,
yeah,
right?
For 90s stuff for sure.
And then we look at modern stuff like your Mike Trout rookies, your Juan Soto rookies, your Bryce Harper, your Chris Bryant's. I think they got to be PSA 10.
Oh, they have to be.
They have to be.
And you probably want to get I know with the Topps update, the real hot ones now seem to be like the Topps Gold updates. If you wanted to get the parallel, go with the gold. I think because there's a lot of set collectors, and then you got the investors, and there's all kinds of people going after this card, so it drives the price of those up. So for investment, yeah, there's certain 90s cards. Even like in the 80s cards, you get those key rookie cards. They have to be and can only be a PSA 10.
Yeah.
There's no if you get a 9, you're not investing. You got to get a PSA 10.
For which ones are those?
For the 80s rookie cards.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at some of those 80s rookie cards.
The 9s are going up, but they're not going to be like that. They're not that home run investment, right?
No, I mean, you're not going to see people putting PSA 9 80s rookies in their portfolio. But I could see people putting PSA 10s in their portfolio.
Of certain players.
Yeah, I mean, of certain key cards, yeah.
And then collectors.
Collectors. That's what we could give you all the information you want as far as collectors. And one of the reasons why we decided to make this video is we do get a lot of people commenting on our videos asking for tips on who should I collect with among the young players. We're not going to give you advice on that. Which players are going to...
because we don't know.
Because we don't know, we're not experts, and we're not interested.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people ask us, like, you know, if you had $100, who would you buy that's in a rookie this year? We just don't know how to answer that question.
Next year they could flop.
Well, not only that, we're just not investors.
Yeah.
And then we get a lot of comments too, and people will tell us, oh, those cards, you should just sell them. They're not worth anything. Or they won't be worth anything when the economy goes down. Or
we don't care.
Right, but that's not what we're not worried about what the cards are worth now relative to what they'll be worth later, because we're collectors.
Yeah.
And so a true collector isn't worried about the value of their cards, where they were, where they are, and where they will be. A true collector is more concerned with how much they enjoy collecting.
Yeah.
And that's why we call ourselves Baseball Card Junkies, because we really enjoy collecting.
Yes. You know, a collector is just, you know, amassing the collection.
Yeah, and actually
they're buying cards because they want the cards, they like the cards. There's no ulterior motive to flip it in 5 years or 10 years or whatever.
And another funny thing, Eric and I were talking about this earlier, is one of the things that sucks about the investment portion of the hobby is when you're collecting certain types of cards, when they start to go up in value and it gets to the point where you can't afford to collect them, that could actually not be the best thing as a collector, the investment part of the hobby.
True.
And
it
anyway,
gets tough, man. It gets tough.
Yeah, so sometimes we got to back off the pedal a little bit and
find something else.
Make sure that we're staying in the collector part of the hobby and not get too wrapped up in, you know, like for example, I collect Barry Bonds, and we keep talking about this 1996 Select Certified. There's the blue, the red, and the gold.
Yeah.
And those cards are so expensive. To me, it's not fun to collect them. I'm just not willing to pay thousands of dollars for a card that, to me, there are other cards that are equally as interesting and beautiful and that I can enjoy and pay $25 to $50 for. So why would I spend $1,500 because all these people with deep pockets really want that card? I'm just, as a collector, it's not in my best interest to get caught up in the frenzy on what's popular among the investment community, I guess. So that's why I identify myself as a collector.
I agree.
So what kind of collector are you? Comment down below, and we can give lots and lots and lots of advice on collecting and having fun, but we are not at all experts on investing or gambling in this hobby. Even though we love the investors and we love the gamblers. Gamblers, thank you so much for putting these cards into circulation by opening up packs. We need you.
Keep opening those boxes. Get those cards in circulation.
We need the gamblers and the investors. I mean, let's face it, as collectors, we don't want our cards to be worthless, even though ultimately we don't really care what they're worth. We still, it is fun that they are worth something, even though that's not the main focus on why we collect. So thank you for investors. Thank you for gamblers. And especially thank you for collectors.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. He hopes you enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
As always, please comment down below, like, and if you haven't, subscribe. I think we're getting close to 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So I think we're probably going to be running a contest at some point.
Yes, we will be running a contest, and we'll be giving probably lots and lots and lots of cards away. Because I know Eric and I both have a bunch of cards lying around that we would love to give to you collectors. So
we'd love to put them back into circulation.
Yes, we're going to put them back into circulation. So until next time, guys, as always,
happy collecting.
Happy collecting.
Peace.